Alright boys, Defy 7. We are at the finish line. The status badge is in our sight. We're so close to it. We are bringing a team of Paine, Aerith, and Edgar. Edgar is super important for this fight, I think. Even though with the runs I've seen not taking it, it's just a hassle dealing with all the mechanics of this fucking fight. There's just so much you have to deal with in one fight. And it's very annoying to get through all of it. Petrify is one of them. They'll do that throughout multiple phases of this fight. As well as just being able to defeat the boss, you can't do it without the impairment. It's very important. If you're gonna do a run without Edgar, you basically have to lock most of your call slots to that gimmick just alone before you've dealt with anything else. It's very annoying. We're out here trying our best anyway. Weak to magic. And Drill, from what I've noticed, is like a ridiculously high turn rate. It'll usually go before, or he'll usually get an extra turn after. And Paine, she's already at 10 stacks, but that's actually going to prevent us from actually killing this boss at the end. We are going to need summon mode to go ahead and break through that. Let's go ahead and golden rush right on. Because we are just going to go ahead and echo spam all day. That's what we do. And the Paine actually is going to be the force time. I do have Edgar's DT, but the resources to green it, this was a very heavy pull month for a lot of people, myself included, and I'm just not ready to. I'm just not ready to break into that piggy bank. So let's go ahead and. Actually, I think we just go ahead and holy right away. Yeah, I think this is fine. Because the boss does try and charge his gauge pretty quickly. Like they have that effect where it's, I think they go up 4% for every passing of your turn. So they're very aggressive, and that force time is one that you want to cancel like really fast. Let's go ahead and auto crossbow. And I do believe he should be weak to everything now. Brave attack, so that's fine. I've noticed the bosses aren't the most dangerous in this fight. In terms of their attacks, their force attack is kind of annoying at times, but it's not like the end of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and we don't have Pumice Feather up, right? We actually can go for a Paine force time here, oddly enough. You know what? It's a level buff, right, that we need for her force time? If I remember correctly. I don't think she's giving Pumice Feather to the rest of the group yet, though. I think we should just wait. Oh, I probably could have got the launching set up there, though. Maybe that was a little bit of a mistake. We'll go ahead and we can use our FR now. The thing is, I might want to charge with Aerith later. No, I think this is fine. They will go ahead and oh, he was at what, 90%? 94? We do have a few HP gates we have to deal with, and by a few I mean 4. Which is actually a surprisingly large amount. And because of Mute Wing, they're not going to be able to get this all attack off, so we're basically safe. And we would have been safe either way because of Aerith's overhead. And you know what Aerith does. Aerith things. Oh, we probably could have also got the Rydia call active on Aerith's turn. We're probably going to need to use a turn doing that here. But that's perfectly fine, because Paine will have to set up Sid Reigns. And we'll just use all 7 turns of the force time in her force time. We could also just choose not to do that. But then we take the risk of being petrified, which is fairly annoying. Let's just go ahead and refresh Seal Evil. We're going to go for the greed route. I like being greedy. Gonna bring him over the first threshold. And that's actually perfect. Oh, actually, Paine has an upcoming turn. We could choose to echo Edgar turn. The dilemmas. We could choose to echo here. Or we could just go Heavenly Fist. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna echo here. And then Heavenly Fist with on Paine's next turn. Because Paine having that upcoming turn is actually pretty useful. Oh god, slow down. Slow down. Because we do want to get these guys as close to... We can Chance Maker here, but I didn't set up the Rydia call, so I'm not comfortable just going for an all Echo Unga Bunga strategy. How far does Drill get me? Pretty far. I think we just go for auto crossing. Because we want these guys as close to HP as possible. If they can reach their thresholds at the same time, that's good for us. So let's go ahead and Heavenly Fist here. We'll go ahead and bring up Aerith, because we are going to need to charge once we're done. And it's also useful just having that extra ignore defense call if we need it for the end of the fight, because this fight, if you guys are watching, you already know this fight is a piece of shit. Nobody likes this fight. This fight is stupid. Bugger. And let's go ahead and activate our BT phase. Paine BT phase. Let's start with, I do believe we start with Break Attack into Black Sky. Because the EX will refill a use of our skill one. That's right, battery. There's not exactly too much battery in this team. So we're going to need to use our Brave Attack on occasion. Wow, and they ended up both at 73%. That worked out. We're going to need to use some Brave Attacks. We do have the Cecil Sea Sphere, but it only works so much if you don't have an encouragement armor on the team. That's the second gate. So now we can get them to 49, so an extra 20%. And I think we could do that just off of EX into LB. I would hate to be wrong on that, though. Just launching something out a lot. That wing power did what? 10% with launch? And this guy's at 62. Now 60%. Yeah, these guys just melt, don't they? Yeah, I think we can go ahead and LD now, right? Get them as close to 51%. Oh, I have to risk it. I have to risk it. Come on, wall. 49. Beautiful. And here I'm just going to break attack the enemy on the right. Because I don't believe the splash damage on this is great. But it's fine. It sets up for a brave attack. For a big FR ender of this big gold gauge here. And I don't remember if Paine's big FR attack is a big damaging one. I don't think it is. I forget if Edgar also has a force time effect too. I don't really think he does. Yeah, not really. I think he just like ignores defense on his. That's his big special trait. Bagoosh. We're almost at that last threshold already. They are gonna try and freeze us here. which might be a little bit of a problem. That's why I was a little worried that like we didn't have the Rydia call up, because there is a possibility where they freeze us 4 times in a row. And if that happens, I think that adds actually considered a party wipe. Oh my god, it might happen. It might happen. Paine, get out of the way. Okay, it's fine. We lived. Alright, we lived, and you were scared. You were scared. They are going to get their force time relatively soon, though, so. Yeah, there's not that much battery on this thing. Ouch. Luckily Edgar has 2 turns coming up. Oh, the pumice feather's actually going to come in clutch here. Now we go ahead and start charging. And even if we were in any trouble of dying through their force attack, you know, Aerith's BT effect is very strong. I've seen runs where people, you know, just ignore the danger completely with just having Aerith. 12 wings, or 12 turns of mute wing too. Or no, anywhere. And we also have Edgar to, you know, cancel this next force time coming up. And we should be good to go. We are going to have to finish this in summon mode, just because we can't actually kill them without bringing down their stacks, and their stacks will not go down while we have somebody on the team with an overhead of 5 or more. And Paine has 2 overheads, or 3 overheads that can go above 5, which is her BT effect buff, a regular dress sphere, and her natural overhead. So, you know, a little bit of anti-synergy there. Be cleansed. I guess we could have also put up Rydia there, but it's fine. That actually turned pumice feather really coming in clutch. And I think just in general, the BT poison, or the BT effect poison we had going on, was actually doing a lot of work there. I kind of want to let it stall out, just so we can poison the shit out of them, like during their force time. And here, I think Seymour's only getting a little bit of brave damage just because of the BT auras, otherwise it'd be nothing. Yeah, the weird part about their poison is it actually doesn't trigger immediately. Or it doesn't trigger their thresholds immediately when they do cross it. Go ahead. What I want to do, I do want to save it for the poison. Or I do want to get the most out of the poison and the overheads as possible. See, he hit 19%, but we actually nope. I was hoping he would want to get himself a little quicker. Do we still have Debilitator on? We do. We're actually out of the EX though, and I don't think this has Titan right. I want to save, or I want to get the most out of these effects right here. Yeah, I wanted to bait this out, so then I could go into Edgar's FR while going down through the threshold. So now we could actually just hit him, and he'll actually start taking HP damage. Or I say that, but their force time's still up. Damn, I think that poison only did 9k there. Oh man, we're really getting a debuff now. What do I have for calls? Rydia, right? Let's go ahead and... Actually, we could save this because this ignores defense. Yeah, we'll probably save this towards the end of the fight when we're getting the gauge up a little higher. Do we still have Seal Emo on? We do. I think it's her EX buff we're actually missing. Yeah, this last part of the fight gets a little tricky. Just because if you're reading a character like Paine, and then, you know, no other characters that ignore defense regularly in their kit, then it becomes a little bit of a juggling act, a little bit of a balancing act. We have 2 on pumice feather, so we actually don't get an extra turn here. Oh, but he did go under, so what I'm gonna do is just drill. I'm gonna auto crossbow here, just because this enemy on the left went under, and that's good. Our FR time actually isn't gonna mean, or our FR echo actually isn't gonna mean anything, just because well, it does increase the gauge. It does increase the gauge, but because of these, because of this red aura, we actually have to dispel that to do any damage, and I don't think we'll be able to do so. So, we have AoE, and I think Paine's gonna take an extra turn here from his feather. I don't want to take that many turns while the BT effect is up. Oh, and luckily, but luckily, it is going to give Edgar an extra turn, and that's good. We want him taking turns throughout this last phase of the fight. So this last phase of the fight is where a lot of people have their difficulties here as well, and I don't blame you guys. This part of the fight is kind of annoying to deal with. But we do have the poisons going on, and that's actually super helpful. Alright, I don't think we need, or our EX buff is about to fall off, but that's perfectly fine. We are getting another turn after this one. And for the last few turns, we are going to need to finish it in summon mode, because that'll be the only way we can decrease this guy's aura. Let that beautiful Edgar damage hit this last phase of the fight. That's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Force time's cancelled. And Edgar's taking an extra turn from Pumice Feather. This is the good shit. We don't want to go 2-hand with LD spam just yet. We do want to give Paine a chance to increase the gauge just a little bit with her FR Echo. And once we have this done, this should be the end of the fight. GG. I think Chainsaw is single target. Yeah, and you know, just the Paine and Aerith's overhead going to be coming in clutch here. Go ahead and seal Evil because this actually is pretty good AoE. Yeah, our games are getting pretty nuked, but luckily the BT effect from Paine is still coming in to help out. Oh, and Pumice Feather there as well. So let's go ahead and do it again. Yeah, unfortunately, Paine's gonna get an FR Echo, but I don't think it's going to do any damage. I thought it was just that base bravery that she's already holding. But it's fine, it's mostly just gonna be here to increase the gauge. We can also go for Cavalry Rush, but I want to save that if Paine doesn't end up getting a turn during Force time. Just because, you know, Reigns can't ignore defense on his mid-air follow-up attack, so that's useful. Oh man, we still got a fuck ton of damage on that Echo, didn't we? Pumice Feather. And I think we just spam Wild Throw. I'm surprised we're still doing damage. This has to be the BT effect, because usually when I'm this far in with Paine, the damage just starts going away really fast. And we don't have an extra turn of Pumice Feather, which is unfortunate. So what we're going to do is... Drill usually has a pretty high turn rate. Wow, it's not bringing us up this time. What we're going to do is we're going to Drill, because this is a pretty good single target. I think it's like 6 HP attacks. Yeah, look at that, 5 million here. 1% on the gauge for these guys, and this is actually perfect because we can't actually KO them yet. But if we activate Bahamut, this is going to go ahead and bring them down 1 stack because this does ignore defense. Bagoosh, and like this isn't considered a turn by the game standards, so the aura is going down. Normally they go up 2 levels on our turns because we have a Paine on the party, but while in summon mode, you know, it's like BT phase. It doesn't really consider it a turn. It's like in this weird void of wherever we are, slowing down my PC. But as long as we're doing attacks that ignore defense, which the first attack of the summon mode will also ignore defense for some reason. Shout out to Scott, you know, DFFOO. He's the one that basically let me figure that out. And here we just want to get to... We can Cavalry Rush, but Edgar's turn is just right around the corner. So we're actually just going to get to Edgar's turn and spam his LD like crazy. because that's basically what's going to get us the win here. Very annoying fight. If you guys are having trouble with it, I don't blame you. I've tried a lot of different comps, you know, trying to do some interesting stuff. I got close with the Ramza, Jack Garland, and Edgar build, but I just couldn't get enough damage at the end. A little unfortunate. I really wanted, I tried my best to make that work, but Jack Garland, you know, as good as he is, and as good as Ramza is too. Ramza was no slouch in that fight. But, you know, we could only get so far. Yeah, you notice Paine didn't bring down the stacks because she doesn't have ignore defense in her kit. But that's why Edgar's here. And this should lower the aura to white. There we go, yeah. Normally you wouldn't be able to complete this fight without summon mode if you're bringing characters with these stacks. But this should be it. Defy 7, we are at the finish line, boys. Very tough one at the end. They did not make this an easy one. Like, we had some pretty hard fights for this Defy, but you know, it was actually pretty cool to get through it all. Surprised Paine was able to make it through, but you know what, it's fine. Oh, I think I did have her up for another Defy clear I did. I actually ended up freeing her up a little earlier that same day, just because I wanted to try out Vayne for that fight. Party used real quick, and actually let's go ahead and look at our beautiful status badge. And I guess we could just show you guys the teams, the finalized Defy. So here you go, got the Ruby here. Defy is 1 through 7, boys. Yeah, Paine was initially, I had her here in Defy 5 with Cornoctus, but I ended up putting Vayne here, and it took like maybe 3 more turns than normal. Vayne's still alright with, you know, especially with these linked attackers, just spamming Noctis BT follow-up. But yeah, this is the end. Let's get our fucking status badge. We did it! If this will load. Oh, and I got my daily, sweet. Right. There it is. Status badge, boys. Beautiful. That's the end of Defy. Oh, and I still have to do the Shiva Spiritus with this. I'll do that later. That's the run, boys. Take it easy.